at Sage Hills Church, our mission is that we are all about risking our comfort to reach our community and release freedom in Christ. And through the month of December, I'm so thankful that we're doing Advent offerings. And so last week, we got to hear about how we're caring for widows in Burundi for our Sisters Connection. And this week, I get to share with you how we're caring for orphans right here through our Restore ministry. So through this offering, we're actually being split, and it's going to support our whole 2017 year's budget. So, Restore, so dear to my heart. Restore is a ministry that cares for orphaned, fostered, and adoptive children and their families. And guess what? You don't have to sign up to bring kids into your home to be a part of what we're doing. Thus far, well, the possibilities are endless, but thus far, we've been able to provide snacks to our local Department of Social and Health Service office and provide materials for their welcome kits. But before we get into that a little bit more, I kind of want to take you on a little bit of a foster journey. And so let's, So something traumatic has happened in the life of a child, something really devastating, and the state has decided that it's in the best interest of the child to be removed immediately. And so they're picked up by someone they don't know, and they're taken to our local Department of Social and Health Service office, and there they wait. That the social worker at that time makes a phone call trying to find placement while the kid's waiting for someone on the other side of the phone to say yes. Sadly, when they come into the office, they're wearing clothes that don't fit right. They aren't suited properly, and they're not even clean. And honestly, to us mothers in the room, we would bluntly say that they're really not acceptable items. So they wait. Finally, a family says yes, we'll take them in with very little notice and very little information. Their job is to start gathering as much as they can to care for this child. So a bed or a crib, bedding, immediate needs. As time passes, the story develops, and an array of challenges as a result of the trauma, grief, and loss occur and arise, and a new dynamic normal emerges in their new home. Now, with all of that said, every story is different, including international adoptions, private domestic adoptions. Every situation has its own challenge. But Restore's goal is to equip, encourage, and empower these families and their children. These families have risked everything. They've reached into their communities, spreading hope, and through Christ, they're releasing freedom and hope. Some other ways that we're reaching into our community include developing a relationship with our Department of Health and Social Service office. So we are in communication with them now about hosting orientations and trainings to become licensed foster family homes right here on our campus. So you can keep a lookout for that information as that moves forward. And some other ways that you can help. So if you're not ready to sign a kid into your home, these are some other ways. Office moms and dads. So at our local Department of Health and Social Service office, you can donate your time. And basically what you do is you sit with kids when they come into care, and it allows a social worker to make placement calls in private. Some other ways, what you can do. You can provide meals for these families that need love. You can babysit for these families. You can babysit on a routine basis, or you can babysit on a need-to-need basis, allowing these families to refresh from all the challenges that they're experiencing at home. You can donate for your time to volunteer for childcare during our monthly gatherings. And you can donate healthy snacks to our local Department of Social Health Services. So I talked about that earlier, and basically, a lot of times when kids come in for visitations with biological parents, they end up skipping meals. Meals are supposed to be provided by the biological parents, and due to transportation issues with people bringing kids to and from their foster homes for these visitations, the time frame allows for a mealtime, and these kids don't get to eat anything. And so we like to provide snacks for the office to give to these kids if their families don't show up with any food. Let's see, Hope Chest. You can donate lightly used clothing to Hope Chest. It's a new ministry at Living Hope Church. And it's basically just a boutique for foster families to go in and grab supplies as needed. So they're not running around trying to pick up things, here and there. They can go to one place and kind of get a bunch of their needs met. And you can shop. You can replenish the Department of Social and Health Service offices with their welcome kit supplies. So these supplies include pajamas, undergarments, socks, toothbrushes, and these allow for these kids when they come into care and they're placed into their new home to have supplies for that first night's stay. And the most common sizes needed for that is from newborn to child size 7. And lastly, you can give to this Advent offering this season. You can mark Advent on your memo line of your check or on the envelope that you're depositing, and allow us to further reach into our community and release freedom in Christ. So for more information on our monthly meetings or to partner with Megan Carlson and I, you can follow us on Facebook, Restore. You can email us at restore@sagehillschurch.com.